Brandon Godden, and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what's a quarterback's best friend? Balance? I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Brown throwing on 3rd and long. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
So nice number one. Watch the curl.
Operating from the gun. Blanton steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off the play fake. Blanton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Blair, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 13-yard line. On 3rd down, Blair, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys, and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second. And 11.
You don't want the 24-yard line. You don't want it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Brown now, operating from the gun. And he will not be able to hang up. Through the contact, it's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Off play action. Blanton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you run to the good, go ahead and try and push your advantage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he One of the bigger targets on the field. The tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll run on first down. It's Blair. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. It's Blair. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down. Blanton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Switch. Hey, exit. Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming.
On 4th down, Blanton buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
60 on. Let's go, D. Hey, Orbit. 52.
On first down, Blanton. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Here we go. 30 base. Hey, Charlie. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Yeah. General West.
Now a give, right side. Blair. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
So Mike number one. Crunch time.
From the gun, Blanton. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Blanton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
To throw on 2nd down, Brown. Throw left side complete. That's Haynes. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I'm going back to you.
Pushing through the contact. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Brown from the gun, he'll throw. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blanton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. Blanton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, Help is going to be a little bit late getting there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On second down, it's Bowers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Haywood.
To throw again, Blanton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Blanton. Leaping, and he makes the grab. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's second and 8. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Blanton looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. On 1st and 10, Blanton is throw caught right around the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown. There the Cardinals push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Brown on 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Brown, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come to halftime after the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Let's go.
On 1st down, Blanton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It got his man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, Blanton. So left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And able to find Kirk complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Brown looking to throw on 2nd down. This for his running back, McCoy. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Blanton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 3rd down, Blanton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Blanton. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Haynes. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Throwing on 1st down, Blanton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 95 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Brown now from the gun on third down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Brown on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Brown. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times. And had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
On first down, Blanton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Brown to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. Brown. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Brown. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. And the Seahawks have moved out in front in that one late. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Blanton forced it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now Brown throwing on 1st down, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Brown now throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Haynes. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blair. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 6 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Blanton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw. Blanton, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 6. Finds his tight end Ingram. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brown operating from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Brown. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brown on 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brown. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.